Hey guys, Chris, we're talking to the medias, and this is our weekly episode where we go through everything in the media world, where it's movies, TVs, video games, you name it. I'm Chris Fagan. This is Sean. Where's the mustard Malloy? I'm going to try to come up with something crazy every time we introduce you.
I don't even like some mustard.
Oh man, Saturday morning, we're here, and let's get to the first topic. So the first topic I wanted to bring to the table was the fact that the wait is over. Now Star Wars is available. Well, it's only on digital download.
I
So
believe it's across any kind of pay. I'll have to check it out, but I know on Xbox Live and probably also if they have their heads in the game on PlayStation Network.
if they
And
don't
I
have
imagine,
their heads in their asses,
yeah, and probably iTunes and any kind of big media thing is probably available now.
exactly. And that was cool because I believe that the Blu-ray, the DVD, I think all of that stuff is coming out like in later in April, and was it in May?
They're
I
like a
believe.
blue what?
A Blu-ray, blue what? Like nowadays, things are all physical media is just out the
You have
door.
to have a disc.
Exactly. What the hell was a VHS? What the? My dad showed me a movie, The Lion King, and it was this big black rectangle thing, and the movie started. It was weird. So that's the
Then we
world
had
we're
to
going to.
rewind it.
He's something about he got charged $1 because he didn't rewind. Like
You
what?
used to put the Be Kind rewind stickers on them tapes,
Right
didn't you?
on there. Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
just spit right on there. He charged me $1. I actually used to work at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
But are you going to download the movie, or are you going to wait for the actual physical media?
Well, okay. Real quick, two things. One, if the only problem with streaming is that sometimes if you can download it to the hard drive, I would say I'd just download it because then the disc, it doesn't matter. My disc won't break. I can take it from console to console to console because it stays on my account. If it's constantly streaming, which sometimes depending on the console, when you purchase something, it just streams it from the server. Streaming sometimes gets a little pixelated. I don't like that, so I'd say I don't know. I think I'll probably just download it instead of getting a disc.
Incorrect. The answer is yes. You're going to get the Blu-ray and you're going to download it.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It was like both of them
D-
bitches.
I'm just going to buy the DVD because when I got that Walmart app where you buy a movie from Walmart and you scan the receipt with the app, you instantly get the download to your Voodoo
I know
account.
what you're
So
talking
you know
about.
that you know that
Yeah, where you get a digital copy of
you
your
get a
movie.
digital copy because
Yeah.
I used to have a Flickster's account, and then Flickster's and Voodoo merged, and Ultraviolet merged with them as well. So instead of having all these different accounts, I guess people were complaining. They decided to all work together. So now I just have one account. I just go to my Ultraviolet because it's all the same.
Ultraviolence.
And I think Disney's a part of them too, and so it's pretty cool. So all I have to do is buy a movie from Walmart, scan the receipt, it instantly goes into my account. So that's pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to do.
I mean, honestly, gentlemen and ladies, if you are going to own a Blu-ray, Star Wars is a good addition to your collection.
Yeah, man. Who doesn't love BB-8, man? He's the new R2. So now, so that's my news on the movie world. But I know you have something to talk about.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's switch to the next topic on the world of movies. Sean, let us know what's going on out there.
All right. So I've been eyeballing this one movie, and then honestly, guys, I kind of forgot about it. And then I was checking up on my news, and I came across that this movie is getting phenomenal reviews. Eye in the Sky, and I forgive me, guys, I can never remember this guy's name. He's the one that always used to call everybody bitch on Breaking Bad. Yeah, he's Aaron Paul, I think is his name or something. He's just bitch. He just calls everybody bitch. But I think he's like,
sky, bitch.
I'm the eye in the sky, bitch. Yeah, yeah. I think he plays like a drone pilot who has to make a moral decision to launch on a target when there's collateral damage in the area of little girls and hula hoops. Supposedly it's phenomenal, and today it comes out actually, and that's what she said. But it's today. We'll check it out. I'm definitely going to see it. I'm aiming to see it at the movies.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
I know that Eye in the Sky. It stars You got Helen Mirren. You got the late great Alan Rickman.
Right. Yeah.
Aaron
Yeah.
Paul. Aaron Paul. Aaron Paul.
Hey, I got it right. It was Aaron Paul. Okay.
And the guy from what was the movie with Tom Hanks? I'm the captain now. Look at me.
Oh yes, the terrorist. He's got his little drone bee.
Barkhad Abdi is his name, and he's again. I think he's playing I don't know if he's playing a terrorist or not, but if he is, man, it was like talk about typecasting because it's like.
Well, hey, whatever pays his bills, man. I don't think he gives a damn. He's in a big movie again, so.
But it kind of sucks because it's like if it's because Hollywood is so vain and they're looking at him as because he has such a unique look and they're like they can't market it. So it's like just put him in another movie where he's another bad guy, or maybe they're gonna throw him in a comedy because of his look. But if he looked like the pretty boys that are all out, I'm sure he'd be because he's a great actor.
He's phenomenal. He did
a good job with.
Listen to me.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I am the captain. During the game when we're playing Black Ops and we get killed, we knife somebody. And look at me.
Look at me. Hey, look at me.
Yeah, so good luck to that dude. But yeah, that trailer looked pretty good. So it's already coming out, and I like the commercials on it so far. It looks like an interesting story. Is it a true story?
Oh, I doubt it, but I'm sure it's based on some events that happened, because there's hoopla over the last 2 to 4 years about the whole morality involving drone attacks. Yeah, and I totally forgot to mention, but you nailed it. Is it Alan Rickman? I think it's his last movie.
One of his last movies, if not the last.
Yeah, and it sucks that he died. Hans Gruber from Die Hard. He's always Hans Gruber for me.
Gruber now.
Yeah, I'm the Gruber now. So Eye in the Sky, guys, go watch it, bitch.
Watch Hans Gruber, bitch. That's a movie I'm definitely gotta keep an eye on. So I'm looking forward to that. So moving on to the next topic, we're going to go on to the next segment, which is television. Everything that's happening all over the TV. Now, there's just too much to talk about on TV. Now, you got I don't know if you're watching things on Netflix, if you're watching Empire on Fox, but the topic that I have for us today is the fact that what everybody was talking about, not just that the Daredevil show was like a phenomenal. It was way better than the first season, but we can get into that. We're going to talk about what everybody's talking about this week, which is the crossover of Supergirl and Flash, and what makes this unique. I know, Sean, you're not caught up on these.
No, I'm not caught up, but I am watching.
But the cool thing about this is that on the CW, you have the Flash. Flash is now I think it's on the second season or third season, and it's a spinoff from the Arrow show. At first, he made a guest appearance on Arrow in the third season, I believe, and then they say, well, he's going to get his own show, Flash. And everybody was thinking, oh, no, Flash. I mean, they tried that in the 90s. It's kind of goofy, the red outfit. But then when it released, it became everyone's favorite between, the two shows. I mean, Arrow was a big deal, and it kind of, in the third, fourth season, people started to think, okay, it's getting kind of ridiculous. But Flash was consistent. The first and second season was amazing, and it's just the tone is so positive, and that team works so well together, and it's even better today than it was on day one. And I agree, I loved Arrow, and now Flash is my favorite. So now it's Supergirl, and it's got almost got the same kind of energy. Very uplifting, very positive, very bright. It's not as gloomy and dark, but it kind of struggled a little bit, and I think with this crossover, it was the booster shot that Supergirl needed, and now Supergirl is on a new path thanks to Flash. Not just thanks to Flash, but the actor that plays Flash. I don't know his name. You gotta watch. I don't know. You said you've been watching Flash.
I started to. Yeah, I haven't gone that far into it because I'm watching a couple shows at the same time. I'm kind of doing Daredevil and Flash and X-Files and there's tons of them. Yeah. But I will watch all of them. I will. That
guy, man, I don't know what it is. He has this positive. You can only imagine that in real life he's like this, sort of like this, because this energy that he brings. Whenever he comes over to the Arrow show, he makes it better. On his own show, he makes it better. That team, they work great together. When he came to Supergirl, all the little weaknesses that they were having, like struggling to have chemistry and whatnot, I think he was the missing link. He fixed it, he tuned it up, and he left. And now I think moving forward, the characters on the show. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you because if you should check it out.
I think Supergirl's hot.
Yes, and they explored that a little bit, like the chemistry between him and her. But the unique thing now, this isn't a major spoiler because it might not go anywhere. But here's a speculation. This isn't rumors and specs, but here's a rumor. Not a rumor. Here's something I'm thinking. So, not to spoil the show for you, but one little tidbit was the fact that since Flash was accidentally went into the Supergirl universe. Now he jumped from not only just to another universe, he came from the CW to CBS. That was a big ass jump, right? So they're produced by the same people, but they're on different networks. But CBS, the people who own CBS are also the same people that own CW. I didn't know that. That's why it was easier than you think it was to make that happen. So in the little part of the episode, Flash kind of explained that there's multiverses, there's different Earths that just vibrate at different frequencies. Flash was able to run so fast he vibrated on Supergirl's Earth's frequency and he accidentally jumped in there. So the weird thing about it is every time Flash on the show, he goes to a different Earth. There's always another him, in another Earth. He's an evil jerk, or he's not the Flash at all, or he's a bum, or he's rich, or some different.
Oh, it showed it multiple times.
Yeah, there's multiple. There's a multiverse. So if he goes to another Earth, there's another him, and his friends are all there, but they're kind of different, things like that. But this time, they didn't do that. On this little bitty tidbit, and I think other people might have picked up on it, but I haven't heard anybody talk about it that much. But when Flash came to Supergirl's reality, he looked on the computer. There was no him. There was no doppelganger of him. There was no other superheroes like him. None of his friends, none of his family, no one was there.
He didn't exist.
He didn't exist. Not his doppelgangers were not there. Just like on Flash's universe, there's no Supergirl or Superman. And he said, hey, you never heard of the Flash? Nope. What about Green Arrow, Black Canary? Any of these people that's on these other shows? Like, nope. Like, you don't exist here at all. And they didn't explore this. And nobody's really talking about it. But here's my little speculation. If Supergirl ever gets canceled, I think it's coming to the CW. If that happens, I think there's going to be some kind of event where those two worlds will then become one, and it won't even affect anything. Now Superman exists in the Flash world, and Flash now exists in their world, and it won't change anything. I think those two Earths are exactly the same. It's just that Flash doesn't exist, and none of his friends exist at all. And on the other world, only Supergirl and blah blah blah. So I think if that ever happens, if one of those shows gets canceled, those two Earths are going to come together.
It makes financial sense.
Exactly. So I think that's why they left it out like that. He's like, hey, he said, how the hell can you fly like that? He said, I'm Supergirl. You ain't ever heard of me? Nope. It was funny. It was just, they were the missing pieces of a puzzle. So I feel like that's probably going to happen. Because it was rumored that Supergirl wasn't going to get renewed.
Really?
Yeah. But I think after this episode, no, it's coming back. That was a good episode. But I guess I'm going to stop sweating over Supergirl. Like you already can tell I'm too into this show.
She's fine as hell.
She's no Xena. But so when you get a chance, Sean, you got to check out Supergirl. So
we can have a Super Xena sandwich.
When that show comes on Xbox, you got to stream. You got to watch the whole season, man. That's your homework.
You remember seeing Lucy Lawless in
yes,
Ash versus Evil Day? Yeah, so
yeah.
That's another day.
That's another day. We're gonna do a whole speculation of
why Lucy Lawless is so hot.
Exactly. All right, so the next topic, we're going into games. So Sean, you got the topic on this one. What's happening in the video game world?
Yeah. Okay, guys. So, matter of fact, in just a couple days, we've been. Me personally, I'm an avid gamer. I've been following this for it's been delayed a couple times, as they say, to further polish. We have a big new IP from Microsoft. So we have what they hope to be a new big series where they can make 3-4 titles. I'm thinking that they're hoping this is kind of be replacing Halo in a sense, because Halo's kind of run its course. For me personally.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, Halo lovers, but
yeah, 15 years ago it was awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna hate on Halo, but it just doesn't drive me to want to play it.
Doesn't get the penis as hard as it used to.
It doesn't get me hard. Yeah. Okay. So, Quantum Break is the new game that's coming out, and my first opinion of this game when I saw some early footage was that they were trying to kind of rip off Max Payne. And what I mean is that if you guys, and actually it's the same company, Remedy, which
So
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that at first. I was like, man, they're trying to rip Max Payne off because you can alter time. And if for those of you who have no idea what Max Payne is, Max Payne was the first game to do quote unquote bullet time, where you could slow time down during gunfights, and
That's debatable. Everybody's always wondering, was it Neo or was it Max? No.
I would, another day, another day. So we got a couple things. It's coming out. It's supposed to be on April 5th. Again, this is supposed to be a hard set date. We'll see if that actually happens. It's going to be one of the games that is going to incorporate DirectX 12 technology. So for those of you with DirectX 12 cards, we should see a really good increase in the frame rate using less power. And for those of you, we did a DirectX 12 video, and we'll do another one a little bit more educated.
Oh, yeah, but a lot of people were into that. We got a lot of hits on that, so yeah.
And once we have a little bit more real-world results with DirectX 12, we can go into that with some big titles, not just some really doinky RTS-type games. We want some real big third-person, first-person results. So we got a new game engine coming out called the Northlight engine, and I'm going to do a little bit more research and see if – I know it's a proprietary in-house engine that Remedy came up with for this game in particular. And again, it uses DirectX 12. I'm going to keep my eye on this engine to see what other games they're going to use with this. And another cool thing about this, which I've never quite heard done like this. So the deal goes, in the game, you are going to be presented with TV-esque episodes which revolve around the events going on in the game. So after you complete a certain chapter in the game will make you choose something. And then whatever your decision is will change the way the TV show that happens in the game that I think it says it's got like 4 episodes consisting of 20 minutes each. Your decisions will change the way the TV show plays out. Based on the way the TV show plays out, later on the game will be changed. So I've never heard of anything quite like this before. We'll see if it actually works. It may not be very good the first time this game, but if they make a sequel or somebody rips this idea off and further does it better, we'll see. But it's kind of exciting.
The main question, I believe that's on all of our viewers' minds is, will the Flash make an appearance
in Quantum Break? Well, it is time manipulation. So I think basically in the game you can freeze time and manipulate objects and then unfreeze. It sounds like a gimmick, and it kind of is a gimmick, and it will probably be entertaining for about 2 or 3 hours, and then we'll just go meh.
Oh, okay. It sounds interesting.
We will see.
Cool. You heard it here first, guys. The Flash
Quantum Break,
the crossover is happening. All right, so that well, I'm going to go into the next topic that I have. So the next gaming topic that I wanted to talk about was Mr. Spencer himself. If you have heard of Phil Spencer from Xbox, he was on. He did an interview, and let me see if I still have that interview. And they asked Mr. Spencer.
Spencer,
will you reboot or launch a new version of the Xbox One? Everybody was thinking it was going to be called
Slim it down.
Like 1.5, exactly. Slim it down, change it up, just like the way they did with the 360 and like the PlayStation 2, for example.
And 3
big and bulky and 3. How big and bulky it was, and then they slimmed it down a little bit. They had a smaller version that did the exact same things. Like, how can you give us a small version? The first time, you jerks. But Phil, let me see if I can find his article again. He says they asked him about whether or not the 1.5 of the Xbox was gonna come out, and his response was, if I can pull it up without messing up anything, because I got it right here. He says, I'm not a big fan of the Xbox One and a half. If we're going to move forward, I want to move forward in big numbers. For us, our Xbox is doing well. It performs. It's reliable. The servers are doing well. If we're going to go forward with anything, like I said, I want it to be a really substantial change for people and upgrade. So take that any way you want. I mean, does he mean like the next generation console? What do you think, Sean? Do you think that Xbox will slim the Xbox One down to give us a new model of 1.5?
Um, honestly, I don't think that we will be getting an Xbox Slim.
Xbox Slim, that's a good
Yeah,
name.
Xbox on a diet. I will tell you this, and this is an interesting topic for me. I only think that we have maybe one more generation where there is actually console hardware.
You thinking it's going to be on the cloud, like
Yeah, it's going to be a service you pay for. And I'll say this one, hell, people will say that, oh, but I want to be able to use it offline. Man, get the hell out of here. Everybody uses online now. Everybody's online. This way, because you're not restricted by the box that you have at the house that has a set restricted hardware, it has what it has, and that's only as good as it's going to be. If it's a subscription service you're paying for, it's up to the developers and the people that you're paying for your service to do all that upgrading crap. We don't have to do anything about that. So the games will get better and look better and look better, and it will be less boxed in to where, because you know how you get some of these games on these consoles and they're like, this is the most advanced graphics. Well, that's pretty much as good as they're going to get on that console.
Yeah.
They can polish here and there, but if we were paying
well, until the technology of making CGI characters look as real as you as I comes out, I mean, I think that's the final frontier.
I'm all for just paying for a subscription to something in the cloud, whatever, to where they run their hardware runs it and we just stream it or whatever. As long as it's fluid and fast, I'll give up the box.
So what's your idea on that? I mean, so you're saying that there won't be a console in your house,
right?
That there's going to like we would. So how would you play it? Like,
maybe there will be a device that catches the signal and translated it to your TV. But I don't think that there will be like a big video card, and they're not like what we consider to be a console now, like this big block thing. There will just be like a small little transmitter box that runs HDMI to your TV, and it just sends a signal to your TV.
And it seems like a good idea for. I know what you're saying, because everything is coming down to, like I said, the non-physical media form. Everything. I think the days of the disc and the Blu-ray and things like that, and hard drives and whatnot are almost out of here. But the only problem that I would speculate on that would be what happens if, like, when we're playing Call of Duty and the Call of Duty server is down. That's it. We're not playing Call of Duty or we're not playing multiplayer, but we can switch to another game. So if the system goes down, if that server goes down, no one's playing anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not going to be a perfect system, and they're going to have to work the kinks out. But I do think the ability to upgrade on the fly and like, say, for example, we have a game that's having trouble running at 10, because I have a 1080p TV, you have a 1080p TV. Mm-hmm. As of right now, the Xbox One really struggles to play anything in 1080p. Usually they render it in 900p and then upscale it to make it look like it's 1080p. Right. If this was up in the air, they have all the hardware. They can tweak it and just make it work. Exactly. I mean, we're not stuck with this box.
We wouldn't have to update it. You're right about that. We wouldn't have to update anymore. It would instantly do it themselves and whatnot. But it's like it's almost like what's going on in the government. You want to give up some of your rights so we can be more safe. So you want to give up that box. That way you won't have to put a disc in and be like, oh, you got to update it first, and it's going to take about 3 hours. You want to that would be eliminated. But
we wouldn't have to update. We wouldn't have to update because they do all the updating. We just turn it on, and it may say, come back, and it'll have a timer saying system will be finished servicing in 15 minutes or whatever. Right. Come back in 15. Whatever. Next
time you turn the game off, it's going to be in update mode, and it's going to be.
I mean, I think that they can make it emulate like it's a console in your house. I mean, you have menus and you climb through, and maybe they can do it to where if one game is not working right, just play another game. I mean,
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? That sounds like a good idea. But like I said, the only thing I'd be afraid of is what happens if the server goes down or if it gets hacked. So if they can figure that out, I'm on board. If they can't, I would have to wait and see until they can perfect it. Don't do it until it's perfect. Is what I say.
perfect is a hard word to achieve.
Yeah. Well, then I win. No, then we don't do it. No,
I say let's do it. Let's do it.
So the next topic on board, I guess, we're going to do rumors and spec. Sean, you have a good rumors or speculation. It's not something that we're starting. It's what we're talking about here is what people out there are talking about. So everybody's been on board with Spider-Man being a part of Civil War. There's a rumor going out there right now. And Sean, let us know what's going on.
Okay, guys, you got Sean. When I first came across this, because me and Chris, we kind of browse the web, constantly looking for stuff. I came across this and I was like, what? Okay, so we are talking about the potential for the death of Captain America. And it's huge. I don't know the mythology, whatever, the history of Captain America. I was informed by Chris that it does occur in the comics, I believe you said, Chris.
Yeah,
he does
the
die.
Civil War comic book, yeah.
Does he come back?
In
the comic book, he comes
in the
back?
comic book, yes, he did. You're not going to kill Captain America for long. He was replaced, and he comes back, though.
And I honestly didn't know the answer to that question until I honestly asked him, because we were talking on the phone for a brief minute. We had to get off the phone. I really didn't know he did come back. And which is my first thought was like, how the hell are they going to kill off Captain America? He's bankable. And I think Chris just answered that question. Yeah, they'll kill him, but they'll bring him back. Yeah. I think it's highly likely that they do kill him off at the end of Civil War just to bring him back for the Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2. There's no way they're going to keep a good captain down.
With all that money he's generating, no, you're right about that. I'm thinking, well, everybody, Marvel fans and especially DC fans, they one thing that they do not like about Marvel is the fact that their characters do not stay dead. If they kill a character off for some reason, they instantly become the fan favorite, and because they're the fan favorite, Marvel gets scared and they bring them back. Loki's died, I don't know how many times. We've had people who have died in the movie, and it turns out they weren't really dead the whole time. They come back at the end. Hell, Samuel L. Jackson died, came right back. But I'm thinking this is kind of different. I'm thinking he really will die and be gone, and he will die.
Wait, hold on. You think that they're gonna kill off Captain America?
I think he will be killed off, but not forever. But this is Marvel. Like you said, everything you said was right. He makes the money, and okay, look, guys. Chris Evans is signed up for Infinity War, so don't everybody.
All right, well that answers my question.
That answers the question. That's the beauty of it. I'm thinking he's gonna die. He's gonna get replaced. I mean, I think maybe Bucky will become Captain America for a while. He'll lead us into Infinity Wars. And then when that battle begins, maybe maybe the majority of Infinity Wars will have Bucky as Captain America. Now, I don't know this for a fact.
Part 1.
For Part 1. And then towards the end, maybe at the
very last scene.
That's when Thanos uses the time gem and messes something up, or reality gem. And then Captain comes back. He pulls Captain from the dead and brings him to the rest of the movie, and he's back for good. I'm thinking a lot of. Well, I'm not going to get into it, but I'm thinking a lot of reality is going to be warped to make sense of a lot of stuff.
We may see the death of a lot of the Avengers.
Exactly. I'm hoping we see a lot of things like I'm not going to get into it, but like some Netflix stuff, if you know what I mean.
Like some naked Black Widow.
Yeah. Some Jessica Jones, some small little very tiny cameos. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Thanos will just throw a reality stone at the guys, and then all the Netflix heroes will just pop out of his ring and just punch everybody in the face and then leave, or split little second. Who knows? But that's
Tyrone.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm thinking he's gonna get killed. I'm thinking he's gonna die, and I kind of want him to, because I know he's gonna come back. But I kind of want to see that happen.
Just want to see his death.
I feel like that's the only way to end the story, to stop the war. I mean, these guys are gonna be pissed off at each other, but if Cap dies, that'll everybody's like, whoa, everybody.
That'll stop the war.
We'll stop the war, because that's kind of how it happened in the comic. But they're going so far away from what happened in the comic book already, even from what in the trailer. because in the comic book, one of the major shockers in Civil War was that Peter Parker chose Iron Man's side and revealed his secret identity. He went to a press conference and pulled the mask off in front of the whole world. I am Peter Parker. I think J. Jonah Jameson fainted. And I think the next day he wrote an article like saying like something like he was going to sue Peter Parker for fraud. It was like making him look stupid for years or something like it was a big ass mess. But that's not going to happen in this one because Spider-Man's not going to take his mask off when we haven't even had a Spider-Man movie.
Right? Yeah.
And the whole topic about secret identities, and that was the major issue on this in the comic book was like heroes can't be anonymous anymore because we have to be accountable. And Captain America was like, no, these guys put their lives on the line for these big against these big villains, and it's not fair that their families could get targeted. So having a mask is necessary. So that was the divide. But the divide in the movie is different. It's Bucky. So that's not even, and everybody knows everybody's secret identity. So that's not going to be an issue. So I think killing Captain America makes sense. Long story short.
Let's kill him. Let's do it.
All right, cool. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that Captain America is going to die? Do you want him to die? Do you think he's going to come back? Do you think he's going to die and then not really be dead? Like maybe they'll show the coffin and you saw the dirt floating? I'm not going to say nothing about that. I'm sorry. I didn't. Let's not spoil it. Let's not say it. But yeah, let us know what you think. So all right, I'm gonna go to the next rumor stuff. So my rumors, I'm gonna keep on this same subject, but my speculation.
Are you gonna cut this?
Yeah. I'm gonna cut it right here. We got so I mean, unless you well, I'm sorry, but if I'm going ahead of myself.
No.
Anything else to add on Civil War?
No, we're good.
All right, so let's go back.
Fine.
So let's move the on.
Move the fuck on, God.
My rumors and spec was on the same topic of Civil War. I believe, now this is just my own speculation. I'm hoping for 2 cutscenes for the end of the Civil War movie. I'm hoping that there's one in the middle of the credits for Spider-Man, and then one at the end for Doctor Strange. Now there's no.
I have no idea who that dude is.
Doctor Strange. Yeah, I mean, but have you seen him on like some pictures and comic books and whatnot?
No, I don't know who he is. I don't know.
But you know who's playing him?
No.
Doctor Strange. And oh my God, what's his name? He voiced. He's currently. Oh my God, he was on the the second Star Trek when he played Khan in the Star Trek movie.
Wait.
And
the old ass Khan?
No. This the new Star Trek.
Oh. Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah, he's going to be Doctor Strange. He's the Mystic Supreme, Sorcerer Supreme.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
He's a doctor. He gets his hands. He's all about it. He's like very conceited. He's all about it. He knows that there is no God because he's God because he can heal anything. Blah blah blah. His hands get crushed, so he goes off to find a remedy to fix his hands because he's a surgeon. It's his hands' his livelihood. So he falls somewhere. I don't know much about it, but I know because he was searching for a way to heal his hands, he falls into some sorcery stuff, gets his hands healed, but he's destined to become the Sorcerer Supreme. So he's still a medical doctor, but that's why they call him Doctor Strange because he becomes the doctor of this weird horror world where he's helping to keep the demons from these dimensions from coming into our world. He's a good guy? He's a good guy. Yeah,
okay.
He's the Sorcerer Supreme trying to keep our world safe from these demons that are always trying to come into our world and kill us. So they're really going to go where Thor kind of talked about magic, but they kind of scientifically explained it. Doctor Strange is all magic. So I don't think this is going to be a complete scientific departure. I think this is going to be real magic, like straight up magic. So that's in a nutshell kind of what Strange is. But I don't know much about him, but I've seen a few cartoons. And awkward pause. No, but but Benedict Cumberbatch, so he's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I've seen some pictures on it, and I'm just hoping for a cutscene for one for Spider-Man and another for Benedict Cumberbatch. So
Benedict Cumberbatch.
So what do you think? Will Cumberbatch have his own cutscene at the end of Civil War after?
I think if his biggest character as you make him sound, oh yeah.
Well, he was mentioned in the last Captain America movie, that guy that they interrogated, they remember they threw that guy off the building, and the Falcon, I'm sorry, came and caught him and dropped him on the ledge. They were interrogating him because they were trying to get that information about.
Vaguely, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
watch the second Winter Soldier again.
so that guy that they were interrogating, he mentioned Doctor Strange. He said we've got tabs on all you guys, on Iron Man, on this other guy, something strange, Eric Strange. He just mentioned it very briefly. He just said his real name, Eric Strange, and they just moved on. But that was a little snippet.
But you recognized it.
When he said, the second he said Eric Strange, I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna get a Doctor Strange movie. And yeah, it was greenlit, so I'm excited about it. But I'm hoping for a cutscene. Give us a little taste, because the movie's coming out in November, I think.
Yeah.
But there's no trailer yet, so hopefully by the time the X-Men movie comes out, or Civil War, hopefully we might get a trailer. But that's my rumors. Speculate all you want. Let me know what you guys think. So, yeah, everybody saw that. Every time you do this to the microphone, the camera switches to you. Like, what the hell is that? That's what Sean thinks about Doctor Strange. Like, it sounds like he's going to be a little.
I think I am a little bit retarded when it comes to the knowledge of comic book stuff. So I leave my trust in you, Chris.
By all means, I'm no expert, but I know a lot about a little about a lot of things. So that makes sense. But that's it, guys. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything that we talked about, give us a comment. Let us know what you think about the digital download with Star Wars, about the upcoming movie Pie in the Sky, the crossover with the sex scene between Supergirl and the Flash.
Yes.
How fast was the Flash?
How fast? That was it. I'm done. Like 10 times.
Just trust me, you're 3 weeks pregnant already. What? I'm quick. So anything you want to talk about, guys, hit us a like, share, comment. As always, guys, I'm Chris Fagan. This is Sean. May I have another Malloy?
Guys, we appreciate you checking out the videos. Click subscribe. Keep watching us. If you have any ideas, want to give us feedback, we always appreciate it. And also, in the meantime, once we hit 100 on the 100, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, once we hit our first 100 subscribers, we're going to start giving away Captain America tickets. So click and subscribe.
Always,
keep watching
guys.
The movies.
Keep watching the movies. Keep talking.
Playing the games and killing dudes.
Be careful and wait, because Flash might come in there and give you a quick thrill. So keep it tight. Peace.